Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
For generations, billiards has brought people together across small-town bars, local leagues, and tournament play. It's more than a game. It's tradition combined with growth in our billiards community. The Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame is here to honor those who built the game and invest in those who want to carry it forward. As a member, you help preserve the history of billiards in Wisconsin and get exclusive access to Hall of Fame weekend and voting. And the game continues beyond the table. Explore our tournament directory featuring events from across the state. Browse the online store with official merchandise and gear for players and fans, and much more. Join today and support the legacy. Become a member at wibhof.org.
In custom cases, they have been in business since 2007, and their motto is true protection, true durability, true comfort, and true custom. Visit them at jbcases.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Outer Points Productions and the Knockout Challenge Series Studios. I cannot believe that my camera, yet again, is doing this. Whatever. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Always working right before I start. Hold on. You know what? I'll fix that in just a little while. Let's get out to the players. Man, what the heck. I'll go through the explanation. We're getting kind of a late start. 100% my fault today. Late night. So, anywho, I'll get into all of that stuff in just a little bit. We've got a match for you today that is the last one of round 3 in 1.6. And then we're going to be doing a redraw. We're down to the final 8 out of 64 players. So, this is good stuff. There is $575 on the line. So, let's get to it. I'll be back in just a minute. All righty. Let's get the party started, shall we? Nice start by David Sutter. What a break. Fantastic. Hey, there we go. Had to pull up the chat. Let me tell you, we had qualifier number 6 down at Legacies in Portage yesterday. And out of the 16 that were signed up, 10 of them showed up. So we had a 10-player tournament, 10-player qualifier. And what a day it was. I think we had 5 shootouts. We had just a great time. I mean, some really good matches. And it was Duffer Durkee. There's a name from the past. Against Vincent Schrader in the finals. And even more fun, we had a shootout in the finals. Vincent Schrader ended up, out of the first 3 shots, Vincent made all 3 of his, and Duffer missed one spot shot, so it ended up costing him the match. So Vincent Schrader is the 6th contestant in the breaking point. But one of the reasons I bring that up is I finally got home at 6:45 this morning. Players did not stop playing until 4:30. It's a lot of long matches. A lot of matches that went to 10 ball. So I'm a wee bit tired today. How you doing, Roger? Kyle Vertel, what up? Wait, you're here. You're sitting right here playing. All right, 1-0. I had to ask Yian how to pronounce his name because I've been saying it wrong the whole entire time. It's Yian Valle. Yeah, Yian Valle. 1-0. Don't want to do that too many times against Dave. How would you play this at home? How are you going to get on that 4-ball? I think I would play a stop shot on the 1. No, I would actually go from... I would play it in the upper left-hand pocket. He may end up with the same angle. Yeah, this is way too straight already. He is dead straight on, and that's the last thing that he wanted. So this match, let me find the graphic. If you can see that, it's a little small. This match is worth $575. Whoever ends up losing today goes home with nada, 0. Then we are down to the final 8. Wow. You do that on purpose? Uh-oh. Dave's put himself, excuse me, bad spot. Came up way short on this 8-ball. Or too long. Ramon, good afternoon. That compilation of those two games, those back-to-back games of 8-ball by Dan Moser, have been viewed. I'd have to go back and look. Yesterday, I think it was, I can't remember, but it's been viewed quite a bit. And that 8-ball, yeah, the jump over the 14 to finish that rack and then go ahead and break and run the next one. It just, yeah, fabulous. Fabulous. Some of the best two back-to-back games of 8-ball I think I've ever seen. Not the worst leave by Dave. Not at all. Oops, sorry about that. My bad. Jan almost scratched down in the corner there. Hi, Chris. This is why I locked the door to the booth. Oh, boy. That's not what David wanted. Two nothing, Jan. What's going on, Nick? Nick Sumnicht. Just a reminder for those down in that area next weekend. Next Saturday is qualifier number 7 at Break and Run Billiards down in Kenosha. Racine, Kenosha? Shit, I can't remember. Bob Woodward is going to be hosting qualifier number 7. Can't wait. Never been there. Talked to Bob many times, but it's a bit of a drive, so. The field is already half full, which doesn't mean anything after yesterday. Perfect. You're gonna want to get in that one, Nick. I hope. I mean, it's been a long time come. Oop, my bad. Jesus, still got that flyer up there. Sorry about that. My hope is that season 1 of the Breaking Point is very successful for pool itself. And there's a season 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going for a couple of years. As a matter of fact, Ramon, I did. Yeah, because she was videotaping it from her phone, right? And I mean, she hit that thing so clean too. Yeah, it was a thing of beauty. Nick, the format is, you know what? Here, I'll put one of the flyers up. It's basically the same as what you're watching right now. Only it's handicapped. So it's any player that is 625 and under. First set is 9 ball. Second set is 8 ball. Third set is 10 ball. The difference being, let me get Break and Run's flyer. I mean, they're all the same, but So the breaking point is the very first. The best description that I can come up with is a reality TV show based around pool. It's drama. Everything about it is drama. So there's 11 episodes, 12 contestants, and one player will be eliminated each episode. Each episode is going to be aired one per week, all pre-recorded, put on my YouTube channel, and then released. I haven't decided what day of the week it's going to be. Probably like a Monday night or a Wednesday night or something like that. Hopefully that's sometime when Roger's busy. Just kidding. Love you, Roger. So 11 episodes, and we whittle it down one player at a time, 1 week at a time, until we get to our final 2. And then it's an all-out friggin' battle to see who's going to be the first winner of the breaking point. That's a pretty cool idea, Nick. I like that idea, but I don't want to steal too much from Survivor. Yeah, I never thought of doing that for qualifiers. All right, we're going to go vertical. Well, Dave is. No, he's not. And actually, that's the basis of this entire series is reality TV. I mean, it's basically reality TV. Drama. As if pool doesn't have enough drama already. We're going to make it even better. And the Vincent Didio pocket strikes another victim. Patrick Carlson, good afternoon. It's happening on your Sunday. Three balls on the table. David Sutter needs to find a way to get out of this rack, or his confidence is going to be in the toilet right now. Yeah, Nick, I'm waiting for this rack to get done, and then I'll put the flyer up there and give you a description of the qualifiers themselves. And Dave has done it to himself again. Not the worst. Drills it. Good shot. Yep, missed. Three nothing. Yian. All right, so this is what it looks like, Nick. And anybody else that would like to play next week in Racine, these qualifiers are winding down. So, and they're all over the state. The last one is actually in Sparta. So, if you want to play, get in. So, at Break and Run next Saturday, the way it works, if you look in the upper right-hand corner, there's your Fargo. And that's how it's set 1 is 9 ball, set 2 is 8 ball, set 3 is 10 ball, if there is a third set. 575 to 625, their race 645. 525 to 574 is 544. 524 and under is 433. So far, it has been really balanced and really some of the lower and mid Fargo have kept up some pretty good pace with like Randy Blaha yesterday ended up in 4th. And he's 4-something Fargo. So, played well. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Dave is struggling today. Wow. Great shot. Nice kick. Has no shot on the 3, but still a nice kick. giving Yian everything that he wants right now. Good shot. Tight on the 6. Good hit. This might end up pretty good, too. Yeah, that's not the worst lead. That ball is frozen. Ooh, nice shot. All right, this is what Dave Sutter needed. He has got to get out here. Fun little cut. Dave gets on the board, 3-1. Well, I think this is exactly what David Sutter's looking for. Jan hooking himself. Ooh, and a miss. Ouch. Vano. What's happening? Peyton Foltz. Good afternoon. Nick, so if you're talking about if you make it past the qualifier, then you're in the show itself. So there's no matches there's no matches to schedule or anything else. I'm waiting for the players to take a break, and then you can watch if you haven't seen my commercial for the breaking point. There's no matches. This is a skills challenge. Yeah, it's no race to anything it's like I said, 11 episodes of reality pool. David Sutter coming back, making it 3-2. The Billiard Zone. What up? Good afternoon, Dave Stafford. Players are faltering a little bit. Nerves must be setting in. Great shot by David, and leaving himself in prime position for a stop shot on the 5, stop shot on the 6. Maybe pull it back if he gets straight enough on the 7 to play the 9. Yeah, Billiard Zone. I have so much work that I'm behind on. And I'll show you. I'll put it on the screen in just a second. This is what I'm working on right now. Just because I'm trying to find the time in between everything else to get this done. Plus, you don't need to listen to me anyway. You know what's going on. Perfect. Just like I was thinking. I had mentioned get straight on the 7 and pull it straight back for the 9 in the upper right. And then it's going to be Yian winning the first 3 and David coming back and winning the next 3. So then we have a race 2-3. Perfect. Dave's finding a little bit of a rhythm. All right. While Dave's racking, or whoever's break it is, sorry. After yesterday's qualifier, Nick Sumnick, this is what it looks like. Vincent Schrader is one of the contestants now that is going to be in the reality TV show, The Breaking Point. Again, there are 12 contestants. That's what he won yesterday. Plus, there's about $1,000 worth of merchandise and prizes and everything else for each qualifier. There's a lot that the players get. He won both side pots. And then it would have been $400 in the tournament, but that money goes into the big prize pool. And then I have another graphic for you as soon as he breaks, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'll put the names up there at some point. But these are the contestants so far. Bill Larson in the bottom left, Xander Rasmussen, Derek Tauschik, Donnie Bailey won at Lake Geneva Billiards, Tony Vieira won at Matt Apple in qualifier number 5, and then yesterday, Vincent Schrader taking down qualifier number 6. So we're halfway through. Next week is, of course, break and run. Then we'll be here at Varsity Club. Then at Charlie's in Fond du Lac. Then we're going to Eau Claire. Then to Sparta. And then back to Vibes in Sheboygan. All right. Seeing as how Ian is coming back to the table. Dave, for one of the qualifiers, here's the flyer again. It's 125, and there is a prize pool breakdown, or where all the money actually goes. Get back to that in just a second. Show you where all the money went yesterday. Actually, Dave's kind of thinking here, so I'll do it right now. So we had 10 players. Again, 6 of them. I'm not going to go over it. Felt like they didn't have to show up or call or whatever. Anyway, it's 125 entry. 20 of that from each player goes to the venue itself. For greens fees, for everything that they're doing to host one of the qualifiers. 30 of that goes to Outer Points Productions, and that's for the production side of everything. And then $75 goes to the prize pool. So if you look in the upper left, or close to the upper left, and Dave's still not shooting. So we had $750 in the tournament pool and then 2 side pots. And then down at the very bottom is the breakdown of where all the money goes. All right, Dave just shot the 2 ball and came up way short on the 3. Yeah, thanks, old school. I'll tell you what, it was, if anybody knows Duffer Durkee, William Durkee, everybody knows him as Duffer in the pool community. Just a great personality, the man behind all the scenes, probably the biggest key player for a lot of different reasons of how the Mad Apple came to be. He was the unspoken or untalked about personality. If it wasn't for Duffer, the Mad Apple would not exist. And that's a true story because I was there. I was there for the whole entire thing. So, Duffer and Vincent had such a great battle. And it was back and forth. And I tell all the players prior to the start of each one of the qualifiers, if you're not ready for a long, grueling day of playing pool, you best not get in. And I say that for a reason because all 6 qualifiers, not one of them, ended before 2:30 in the morning. None of them. But that's the whole thing behind it, is you got to earn your spot. And it is a battle, and it is battle after battle after battle. And Vincent and Duffer really, it was pretty good. It was fun to sit there and watch, and it was worth sitting there until 4:30 in the morning. I can sleep when I'm dead, Yes, yeah, old school, you bet. And people don't realize that is in nothing against Kendall. Don't take it that way. I hope it doesn't come across that way. But I was there right from the beginning, almost from day one. And yes, Kendall is the face of the Mad Apple and has done some incredible things for pool. And I see the new King of the Hill series coming out with a round robin, and I love the fact that part of it is 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball. I mean, it's flattering. It's flattering to see stuff like that. But Duffer was a very substantial. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. If Duffer was not there, neither would the Mad Apple. It would not exist. Sorry, everyone. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing a lot with the cameras and everything else. I hope. Please understand. My plate is full right at the moment. I'm not trying to disregard or disrespect either one of the players. You don't need my commentary today on what's going on. It's actually 3-3, though, isn't it? Pretty sure it's 3-3. Good shot by Dave. Came up, maybe a little bit light on the 8. May have to run into the 9 or... let me go back to that. I'll ask the players. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3-3. Soon to be 4-3 if Dave can put down this 9 ball. On the table. You just worry about missing your own shots over there. I'll tell you, I had not expected this. The way that this match started out, Yian ended up winning the first 3 games, and funny, it's 9 ball. Dave has come back and won the next 4, and wow. Did not expect that at all. That's not the worst lead by Yian. It's probably going to lead to a safe or safety attempt from David. Excuse me. Ooh, great shot. I don't know if he can see that 2 ball or if he got hooked. It's a really good shot by Dave. Yep, you can see it. That one's going to go a little too far. Uh-oh. I don't think you can see this one enough to make it. Nope. Oh boy, and gives Dave a very easy out. 5-3 in favor of David Sutter. That's not a good save. That leaves the table pretty well wide open for Yian. I think that 3 goes past the 5. If it does, it's pretty much a stop shot. And it does. Pretty much a stop shot on the 5. Pull it back a little bit. Could force it off the rail. Just like so. I like that shot by Yian because he didn't get wild with the cue ball. A lot of players, they'd be going around table and then complaining about why it scratched off the 9 ball or whatever the case may be. This is not a hard shot from 5 feet away. So really well played. And that fantastic shot on the 8 ball. I mean, you can't hit it any better. Nice out. We got a match. Five, 4 in a race to 6. Love it. Good break. Very controlled. Ball's getting kicked everywhere. Shot on the one ball. Hill, baby. Let's do it. Oh, boy. This looks close. I think he's all right. Yep. Come on, Yian. Let's make it hill. Again, I'm not biased in any way. This is my first time ever meeting Yian, actually. I just want to see some stressful pool. What's going on, Matt Cooley? Are you watching? Today is the Zurich Classic, right? Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, let's see. Where did I leave off? Old school. Yeah, it was quite the night. We started about quarter after 12. Quarter after noon, I should say. Went all night. Took some of Randy Lamar's money. Can't believe it. Had a great time. Big shout out to Jess Heisel and Doug Lowinger and all the staff at Legacies yesterday. They were so hospitable, and anything I needed they were at my disposal. So, really, just a great venue for pool. Well, Yian is going to get another opportunity. What's going on, Chris Schuster? Old school, did the Derby tournament kind of inspire the breaking point? No, actually not. What inspired the breaking point was The Big Break on the Golf Channel. And all kinds of reality TV. Another one that inspired it was, if you remember the the mini golf series, Holy Moly. If anybody's ever watched that. All right. Jan is going to go take a quick bathroom break. They're probably going to take a break after this set no matter what. But, hey, we've got Hill, baby. One game of 9-ball to decide who gets the first set. And to grasp that, I mean, holding on to that is, you got some power. Now you got confidence going into 8-ball where putting the pressure on your opponent. So I'm going to play the Nick Sumnick for those who've not seen the Breaking Point commercial. It'll give you some kind of an idea as to, it's not all the details because I'm not giving away the details. As a matter of fact, God, I wish I could fix my camera. All right, one game of 9-ball, and I'll tell you, this is a really good start for David. I think just getting back to the 3 is going to be pretty easy. Wow. What a great shot by David. I forgot what I was talking about. Was I talking about anything? Looks like he might be a little bit... Yeah, the angle is at the 9-ball versus at the 5, so... He's probably going to have to draw to the rail and back out on this 4 ball to get on the 5, making it a little bit easier. Well, speak of the devil. Duffer Durkee in the house. Like we didn't get to spend enough time together yesterday, Duffer. Woo! Okay, here's the pressure. The ultimate pressure shot for David Sutter is this 6 ball. This is no gimme. He's got to hit it really good, but it's just got to come, get the cue ball come off the rail and back out, and he's going to have, literally middle cue ball, and he'll have the perfect angle on the 7 to get to the 9. It's just a matter of making the 6, obviously. Oh, could not have hit it any better. Like I said, middle ball, and he ends up perfect on the 7. Yep, no doubt, Duffer. Again, shout out to Jess Heisel and Doug Lowinger and the staff at Legacies yesterday. Very accommodating. It was just a very enjoyable day. Matt Cooley, I'm always talking about Lyle being a goofball. All right. Here we go. I'll be honest with you. The way this match started out and the way that Yian started playing, I did not expect David Sutter to have a shot at the 9 ball to win the first set. And nothing against David. He faltered a little bit in the first couple of games, and Yian was playing really well. Great first set. All right. Here's yesterday. There's Duffer himself. When's the last time you seen that face, folks? If you've been around pool for a while, you know the name Duffer Durkee. And again, not to be repetitive, but that's what I was talking about. That's the face that very few people got to see behind the Mad Apple. There's the man, the myth, the legend. But taken down second place yesterday against Vincent. Fortunately for Vincent, unfortunately for Duffer, missed one of the shots in a shootout in the final match. So, but still taking home $375. Old school, yeah. Breaking Bad. All right, while Ian goes back and gets his playing cue, I got it figured out, Roger. Actually, I just forgot to put it on this flyer. Here's the Badger KO, folks. This is the first one of its kind. It's the same KO challenge, but this is going to be a double elimination tournament. This is going to be the biggest the state of Wisconsin has ever seen. I promise you. I don't want you to miss any of the action. We'll get back to that in just a little bit. But it's the same format as all of the breaking point qualifiers. The races are the same. The Fargo or the handicap is the same. 9-ball, 8-ball, 10-ball is all the same. Somebody is going to walk away with 10 grand. And then some. Duffer, I think you should put on the hat and put that on Facebook and give us a little bit of a show. I want to see the comparison. Hey, you know what? I've been known to do a thing or two with flyers and images. Oh, folks, you are not going to believe this. Everybody says that you have a doppelganger out there, right? This is fantastic. Old school, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up. You see what I got. Sometimes when I'm quiet, you may think that I'm taking a nap, and I'd love to today. I would love to be taking a nap today. Most of the time I'm working on something. This was well worth the effort. All right. Old school's ready. We'll wait and see if David can finish this rack. It's uncanny. All right, David Sutter for the first game of 8-ball. And drills it. Center pocket. All right, here we go. Check this out. There's Walter White on the left. There's Duffer Durkee. Other than... the glasses. If Walter White wasn't using Grecian formula on his beard, oh yeah, he's got a little less on the sideburns there. Uncanny. Might even be the same eye color. Plaid shirt. Nose is relatively the same. Unbelievable. Duffer. That's good stuff. Maya Hookstra. Good afternoon, buddy. What's happening? Potential for a break and run here by Dave Sutter. If he can get, it looks like just a stop shot on the 12 ball. He could actually pull it behind the 15 and play the 15 in the upper left-hand corner, then play the 13 in the upper right, or could play the 12 right now and then play 13, 15. Yeah, I think 12, 15, 13 is the way to go. He could cut the 15 in right now, but then you're going to run into the 3 and 6 and not know where the cue ball is going to end up. Yeah, I like this because now he's got a choice. And it looks like he's got the perfect angle on the 15. He could float forward and then play the 13 or draw back. He has to play the 15 first because getting from the 13 to the 15 is pretty much next to impossible. Not sure that this is what he wanted. It's kind of steep. And I don't think that 8 passes the 7 in the side. He's got to get really good on this. Or hit this 13 super thin and cut it in the lower right and run into the 8. I don't think he can hold it. Yeah, tried steering that one a little. I think the only shot that Yian has is the 7 ball in the corner. Nice shot. That's an even better shot. Pockets David's 13 ball is 1 ball hell and leaves them with nada. So by show of hands, who's ready for some more of the KO Masters series? Here's what we've got in store, and it is going to be another very busy week for Outer Points Productions. And here's why. We'll figure out what Dave's going to do. On Monday night, 6 o'clock, Pockets, Colin Posselt, and the Postman, Corey Peterson. All right, Dave just trying to tie up some more balls. While Yian figures out what he wants to do. On Tuesday night, at 6 o'clock, is Nate Mindham and Scott Kugel. Finally, on Wednesday night, there's 2 more matches after that. Justin Morris and Ken Shaw, and we'll get that. Wednesday, 7:30. Got Tim Schatz and Tarek Hamden. So, all kinds of good pool this week. Well, good pool today, too. Right in front of you. Not a bad shot. I'm not a huge fan of where that 7 ended up. He's going to want to get very close to straight on that. Try to get it right by his left hand. And that's about as good as you can get. That's pretty good. A little bit of an angle. Come back out for the 1. Just don't get behind the 8. And much needed at this point. Well, I shouldn't say much needed, but it is needed. Good shot by Yian. Took a big. Old school. That redraw has not happened yet. Dan already won his round 2 match. So there's... sorry. We're in second round, so he's already in third round, and we haven't redrawn for that yet. We're halfway through. We got 4 more matches. All right, to tie it up at 1 apiece. Good shot. Good out. And nothing going down on the break. Ooh, this is a mess. It's a messy rack. It works pretty good when you don't drop the 6 ball on top of the rest of the balls. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's going to come up well short, I believe. Oh, maybe. Actually, he might be able to get the 13. No, he's shaking his cue. He needed to get on the 11 because it doesn't go anywhere else except, from what I can tell anyway, in the lower right. Ugh. Hit that 13 really well. Unfortunately, did not end up with a fortunate bump. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Tried steering that one in. David Sutter up 2-1. And I think breaking as well.
For generations, Billiards has brought people together across small-town bars, local leagues, and tournament play. It's more than a game. It's tradition combined with growth in our billiards community. The Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame is here to honor those who built the game and invest in those who want to carry it forward. As a member, you help preserve the history of billiards in Wisconsin and get exclusive access to Hall of Fame weekend and voting. And the game continues beyond the table. Explore our tournament directory featuring events from across the state. Browse the online store with official merchandise and gear for players and fans, and much more. Join today and support the legacy. Become a member at WIBHOF.
Hello, everyone. Little Cheddar from Outer Points Productions. What is the breaking point? I've been asked that question quite a few times over the last couple of weeks and months. So let's break it down, shall we? It's a combination of Survivor.
What's happening?
Meets the Beast Games from YouTube. Meets the Big Break from the Golf Channel. Oh, no! Meets the pool community.
And you might miss this ball.
Put it all together, and you have the very first reality TV show based around pool. So 12 contestants are going to be meeting here at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, in roughly about 6 months, somewhere around there, to participate in season 1 of The Breaking Point. 11 episodes where one contestant, some, maybe two, are going to be eliminated from the breaking point and walked out the door.
Hey, come on. Oh, shit. Oh, my shot right there. You know what I mean? Look.
So how do you get those 12 contestants? That's where the qualifiers come in across the state. There's 12 qualifiers at most of the pool halls in Wisconsin have agreed to do it. Only the winner of those qualifiers advance to the breaking point. You can play in more than one qualifier. You can only win one of them, obviously. It's only going to be 12 unique contestants that are going to be in the breaking point. So if you feel like you can handle the pressure,
Great cut. Wow.
and the cameras and the lights, and to test your nerves,
Well, that was really. Did he break his dick? That was really it, yeah, you know.
and to find out what's your breaking point.
Anything special with the white, Jerry?
All right, players are back. So am I. Here we go. It's a very nice shot by Yian. That was not easy to get on that 15 ball that way. I mean, if he did roll a little bit far, you could have obviously played the 13 next. Tidy little shot, but getting on that 12 now is going to be a little tricky. It's so quiet in here. Dave up 3-2. That puts him 2 games away from ending this match. Good afternoon, Robert Snell. What's happening with you on this Sunday? Yes, I'm tired. I'm going on about 3 hours of sleep. Very nice shot. That was a great shot, actually. He couldn't have gotten himself better on this 13 ball. He can just run right into the 7, use that as a stopper to play the 15 next. Ooh. Went way too far. He thought he was going to run into the 15 a little more full. Yeah, now he's in trouble. There's the winner of last night's match. Let's put that up there while Yian is trying to figure out what he's going to do. Mr. Schrader himself. That was a good shot by Yian just to get that pocket blocked. But, of course, David could end up doing the same thing. Play the 2 or the 7 and pocket is 15 and take over the pocket, which doesn't really matter because there's no stripes over there after that anyway. Folks, if you didn't get to watch the live stream, well, first of all, I apologize. I had a hard time I had to get an extension cord from Doug Lewanger to plug my phone in, and it was so heavy it kept pulling the phone down. So it was a little shaky, to say the least. But yeah, it came down to Vincent being in the hot seat. So Duffer had to beat him twice, and it came down to a shootout in the first match of potentially 2. Vincent made all 3, and Duffer missed one of his spot shots. So that determined is the winner. Woo. Excellent shot by David. That is probably going to result in running the rest of this out. That was fantastic. Way to get that ball out of there. What's going on, Fred Renner? Vincent and Duffer, I can't believe you're out of bed already. Just went to bed 8 hours ago. Well, you did. I didn't. I want to be napping right now. Well, I can, I guess, if I really wanted to. Wouldn't be for a very good commentary now, would it? Not that there's a whole lot going on right now anyway. So just a reminder, here is what's at stake for today. This match is worth $575 with an opportunity to move on for $5,000 and $1,200 on top of that in the side pot. Pretty good chunk of change. Well, if David can navigate these last 3 balls, he is going to be on double hill. Hill for the set, hill for the match. You lost $40, Vincent? Oh, should have played better. Should have let me at the table so many times. Not at all how I would have. I don't think I would have played it that way. This is not last pocket. I think I would have played. Patrick Carlson. No, sir. Nope. I'm all by myself. David Sutter. Double hill. Yian must win the next 3 games, no matter what. If he does not win the next 3 games and David wins one of them, the match is over. Thanks, Vincent. I'm just giving you a hard time. Excuse me. Just a reminder, if you want to come back a little bit later on, here's what's coming up. As soon as this match is over, I'm going to get set up for a live redraw of round 4, which is the quarterfinals. We're going to be down to 8 players. And then all the fun begins. Dusty Tables. What up? That's funny, Fred. It didn't get here. He said something right after. Excuse me. Jeez. Oh, boy. I believe it is still open table, and Dave Sutter has an opportunity to end this match right now. If you were not here for the beginning of the match, just my personal opinion, I find this very surprising. Not surprising that Dave's shooting good. Dave is playing really well. But Yian started out hot as can be. Won the first 3 games of 9-ball and he definitely made it exciting for the 9-ball. But has faltered just a little. Not bad, but just not getting out when needed. Looks like it's spelled right to me, Dusty Tables. Speaking of our state, while Dave's figuring that out, what he's going to do next, we have the Badger KO. And this is open to Wisconsin residents only. If you don't have a Wisconsin state ID, you're not playing. I am going to be posting this sometime in the coming week, because I'm going to start taking sign-ups for it. I actually, if you're interested right now, you're in the chat. Send me a message, and I will get you signed up. But this tournament is not going to start until after summer, and it's going to take a while to get 128 players. But I really think, I hope so anyway, with this format being double elimination, playing 9-ball, 8-ball, 10-ball, so on. Best 2 out of 3 sets. Everything that you're seeing right now. I'm thinking we could probably fill the field at 128 players. I mean, if you're interested in winning 10 grand. Gonna be a fun one. And wait till you see what first prize is. Pool table and something else. Or not an actual full pool table. You know what I mean. All right, Dave going with a double bridge. Look at this. When's the last time you seen this, folks? Double bridge. And makes it. And gets no shot. No, I take that. He does have a shot on 13, but now the 11 is blocked. There's no pocket. That one's not going in. Good. Real good shot by Yian. Fantastic. Got to be careful of this. If this catches too much of the 11er with, ooh, that's what I was thinking. Eee. That could have scratched. That would have definitely been the end. Happy Saturday, Chad Johnson. Good shot. Very nice. Nice slow roll. Oh, goodness. I think Jan has to kick this in. I'm pretty sure he has to kick at this. I don't think he can make it any other way. It doesn't go past the 9. It's not a hard kick. Just a really unfortunate little bump. Oh my gosh. That is, I'm shocked, and I'll be honest. I've throughout this set so far, Jan has made his mistakes, yes, but man, he's gotten some really unfortunate rolls. The bump on the 8 there, and then to end up obviously getting the hit but scratching. But there's several games where he really got unfortunate. Just some crappy rolls, and it works. Chris Green says no. No 10 ball today. No stoop for you. I'll tell you, and never having met Jan before, I'll tell you, he's one of the best, and I don't know if this is his demeanor all the time, but you talk about a good sportsman. There's not one single time where he scratched or fouled or whatever that he didn't get the ball out of the ball return for David, or, I mean, just he doesn't get upset. He doesn't. If he misses, he just goes to sit. He's very frustrated right now, obviously, but he handles it really well. Good player, good personality. All right. These two balls. Should say this 8-ball for David Sutter. Moving on to the final 8. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Why you wouldn't hit that with a little bit of follow anyway? It blows my mind. Blows my mind. We were just about to be done, folks. David Sutter just gave Yian a complete reprieve. What the hell? What's going on, Steve Zoo? I don't know about the rest of you. I'm flabbergasted. I can't believe that just happened. I mean, it should have been the last game of the match. Done. I'm shocked that he hit it that hard in the first place. Oopsie. That's a big oopsie. That'll set your wheels turning. Well, if I'm David, I'm going to play the 12 on the side first, then get the 9 out of there. Yeah, I like the other angle better. I'm not a huge fan of this because this could get a little funky. If he could play the 11 right now, I would be shooting the 11 all day long. I think that was a mistake by not playing that 12 first because he could, because he would have left himself with the ideal angle on that 9. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, this is what I meant. So that's what I was talking about. Because of the angle on the 12, instead of shooting it before, now he just kind of screwed himself. Because now he can make the 14, but this is not the shot you want to take. This would have been so much easier playing that 9 first. Don't get me wrong, he can still get out. Wow, great shot. Now I think it's just a stop shot on the 11. Shoot the 9, float forward a little bit, play the 10 in the corner, and the 8 where the 2 is. And then we're done again. Whatever. Whatever, Chris Green. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Yep, he's going to have to get from the 9 to the 10. The only pattern right now is 11, 9, 10, 8. Or not. I guess he's going to play the 10 first. Wow. I guess. Wow. I think I would have just rolled that forward a little bit and played the 9, but you never know. He may end up playing this 10 ball. I don't know if he can see the 9 right now. Can't tell from that angle. Try a different one. Maybe. But it looks like he's going to shoot the 10 first. Yep. And I think he's going to have to get a little fortunate or go right between the... What? What? Did he just make that shot? All right, never mind. This is it. David Sutter to move on to the final 8. All right, folks. I hate to run real quick, but I have a redraw to do. Congratulations to David Sutter. First of all, again, a big shout out to, let me get over there real quick. The guys are talking. Big shout out to Yian Valle. Just a great character for pool. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit. And again, we've got matches tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday in the Masters Series. But I have a redraw to do. So I'm going to get set up for that. Be back in a little bit.